Knife dope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with several batches of dope. Knife dope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Just got back in town last night from a long week of work, and this is what I came home to. Tons of dope, just overflowing. Life is good. So, trying to keep some semblance of order in this house. So, we're going to be choosing. I'm going to do multiple videos today. I promise. It's today or never. I did no videos all week, but we about to make up for that. So I'm going to break these down into 2 videos. This will be in video number 2. But video number 1 is going to be these 2 babies right here. We've got one from Everyday City Carry, and then one from Mr. Corey at Stafford's EDC. Shout out to both these gentlemen. They are part of the YouTube Pass Around group, which was created by the General, a.k.a. Lefty. And, yeah, it's my turn, I guess, with these. This one weighs quite a bit. This one's light. So let's start out with the lightweight version. Right, or rather the light box, I should say. But before I proceed, got to give a shout out to D&K Knives, Mr. Don Farmer. Be sure to head on over to D&K Knives for all your knife purchases. You can definitely find yourself some good knife dope. And when you get to that checkout, be sure to use code KnifeDope for 10% off your purchase. Okay, people, the shilling has stopped. First up is the package from Ray at Everyday City Carry. If you're not following Ray, please start. I believe he's somewhere over the 10,000 range last time I checked. So he's got a substantial following, way more than me. But on that note, I want to give a big shout out to all of you loyal viewers of my channel. We have officially surpassed 900 subscribers. And I am super happy about that. We almost had that magical 1,000 subscriber count. So, you know what that means. Giveaways, fuckers. And also, don't forget tonight, the Thebladecartel Hangout. Me and my partner in crime, Duty Low, a.k.a. the Human Gargoyle. 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. There will be some giveaways. Be sure to tune in or you'll miss out. All right, enough of that. We got one here from Takcom. Don't necessarily know how I feel about this company. I had also received some knives from the Pass Around group that I actually forgot I even had. But similar vibe here. Let's stop the suspense. We got an OTF. This one is called the Vigor. And I am not an OTF guy. I'm not an auto guy. I mean, I guess I can appreciate them for sure. I wouldn't mind having one in the collection, but mine would have to be American made. That's just the way I roll. But this is the Vigor. So we can see out the gate, we've got a nice micarta inlay here on this side, on the show side, I guess, since this isn't the clip side. Very seamless. I think Bestech is the OEM for this. As a matter of fact, I'm positive of that. And it seems like the rest of the construction is aluminum. Nice bit of milling there. We've got the actuator that is also aluminum, and that is riding on the spine. Let's deploy it. Not bad. Definitely not the most powerful OTF I've ever felt, but not bad. The Vigor comes in at $169.95. And here you see it. We've got a nice Tonto blade here. You can see that whoever passed it around to me did not clean this motherfucker. All right. We have a nice flat grind on that. Let's go over the specs on this thing so we can get to the next knife. How about it? Overall length on this is 7.5 inches. So it's definitely within my sweet spot. We've got a handle length coming in at 4.43 inches. Our blade is 3.07. Blade stock is 0.10 of an inch. They went with actually one of my favorite steels on the budget side, and that is 154 cm. I guess you can classify that as a mid-tier blade steel, because I have seen that blade steel on quite a few customs as well. Satin finish on it, and stainless steel pocket clip, which is right hand tip down carry. This is a double action, so you've got action on the deployment as well as the retraction. No failures, no misfirings. Not too bad, I guess. I mean, Bestech's the OEM, so you know, there's that. Weight on this is 4 ounces. Let's quickly just throw up a couple of knives to give y'all a better idea of the size of this. How about the American Classic Spyderco PM2? So the vigor is just a bit smaller than that. Next up, this one. Did a recent video on this, and that is the Bastard Knives Utopia. So the vigor is a little bit smaller than the Utopia as well. Let's do 2 mo. God damn it, 2 mo. Gotta bring this one up to date, or bring this one in the picture, which is going to be the Kvist invert. I really am enjoying that knife. The invert is smaller than the vigor. Last up, but certainly not least, another American classic. How about that Benchmade Osborne? I think this is the 940-1. Shout out to El Cap. So we can see that the vigor is smaller than the Osborne. Yeah, you know, one good thing about the where I live at is we have no knife restrictions. I can carry this no problem. You know, I feel bad for some of you people who live in these districts or regions where you're restricted. I couldn't imagine having to deal with that, especially in 2023. And that's why it's so important to support Doug Ritter and the knife rights movement, because there should be nothing stopping you from being able to carry a knife like this. Okay, that's about that. That's about it for that one. Let's get to this next one. This next one finally made it to me. I know what's in this package. You fuckers don't. But it's a good one, at least from what everyone says. And it's heavy. It's got some weight to it. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this one came from Mr. Corey, Stafford's EDC. If you're not following him, please start. Very nice guy. I was hoping to, I don't think he went to Blade this year. There was a lot of people that I missed out on Blade, you know, that I wanted to meet. It was such a fucking, it was the first time for me, so going forward, I'll definitely handle things differently. Number one, I will take care of my lodging ahead of time, and I'll be staying out there. But enough of that. That's still a year away. A lot of things change in a year. Let's see how, here we go. That's how we get into it. We got one from Vosteed. That's right. Vosteed's in the building. And I really do love everything that Vosteed's been doing. Oh, we got 2 things in here. Okay. Y'all are getting 2 for 1 on this one. Now, like I mentioned, this is a knife that dropped earlier this year, a couple months back. Let's see what it is. It's the Gator. Cute little sticker. He's chasing the Corgi. That was one that I felt that they missed the mark. At least for me, they missed the mark on that Corgi. I was not a fan of that. Here's a little bit of the specs on the knife we're about to take a look at. I can see here out the gate that they changed their taco pouch. Totally different. A little bit smaller. Seems to be a little bit higher, or rather a more premium pouch, so to speak. They also went ahead and put this Velcro strap here on the front, and they're giving you a little patch to go with it. God damn, it's a big old girl. Y'all know how I feel. Big girls need loving too. Okay, the Gator. Now I do know that there's a couple of different versions to this knife. They got one that's got a thumb hole, and then we have this one, which is the flipper with the thumb studs. So you can see that they got this. This is the green micarta frag version. Frag is not too aggressive. I don't foresee any problems with that as far as the ergos go. Let's deploy it. Let's try the front flipper first. Okay, it does fly out there to be such a big ass knife. Let's try this one in the back. That one seems to be a little bit more snappy, and more importantly, the thumb studs. So D10 is good. We've got a open back construction. Knife is riding on standoffs. This is what they refer to as a modified Wharncliffe blade. Big old chunky blade here. I love their stonewash finish though. It does look good. Pocket clip is right or left hand tip up carry. They even give us a nice cover plate. The blade is riding on ceramic bearings with a ceramic detent. This one is a liner lock. Ergonomically, I don't like the fact that they don't really give you much of a choke up. They do have a little spot here where you could play chicken with that blade edge, but more I think they really want you to hold the knife back here, which I don't like knives that force my hand in a position. I like to do what the fuck I please. Now, like I mentioned, this does have some weight to it, so let's just go over the specs real quick. Overall length on the gator is 9.9 inches. Definitely outside my sweet spot. We've got a handle length coming in at 5.35. The blade is 3.74. So unfortunately for some of y'all, you couldn't carry this knife. Blade stock thickness is 138 thousandths. This has a nice flat grind with that stonewash finish like I mentioned. Ambidextrous pocket clip, which I also mentioned. Now the weight on this, 6.62 ounces. So yeah, it is a pocket beast. Let's put up some knives for some size comparison. Let's get to some big ones. How about this one? Kaiser John Gray. Yeah, that's a classic. I do feel that some of Kaiser's best knives are from their older catalog, and that's an example of it right there. Next up, a knife with my favorite locking mechanism, which is the AD15. Absolutely love that scorpion lock. Still not sure why we only have one knife to date with it, but there you see those. Let's put up some more. Let's get some American dope up in here. The legendary Para 3. Lightweight rendition, rocking AWT scales. So you can see that the gator is quite a bit bigger than that. How about some more American dope? One that's got a similar blade shape, and that is the legendary Yojimbo 2, also rocking AWT scales. Now, I know that I'm sure you guys are fully aware of AWT scales, man, but I can't give them enough praise, man. They are phenomenal scales. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. More American dope and another classic. How about that Spyderco Shaman 15V rendition? So the Shaman, once again, is still no match for the size of that damn gator. But I think I got one that might beat it. How about this beauty? Spyderco Subvert. And yeah, the Subvert I think is just about the same size. It might even be let's see. Yeah, pivot to pivot. Yeah, I think the Subvert's got it beat. We might have a little bit more of a handle here on the gator, but I'm still going to give it to the Subvert. Well, there you fuckers have it. We had the Vosteed gator, and then we also had this OTF, the Vigor from Takcom. These were the two knives we checked out. Definitely, I think if I had to choose between these two, even though I'm not an OTF guy, I would probably choose this Takcom Vigor. It's just more of a knife that's in my sweet spot. Definitely a lighter carry. I actually think that if they would have made this a 7.5-inch knife, I would have definitely been more on board. I just think it's too cumbersome to be an EDC. But hey, if you're a bigger man or a bigger gal, maybe that is what you like. But I want to know what you fuckers think. Tell me all about it. Let me know in the comments. Love you, mean it. Until the next time, cut something, cut someone, just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.